When I started freelancing full-time at the end of 2023, I thought I was about to start living my dream, forever saying goodbye to the traditional corporate work life in exchange for the glamorous freedom of doing my own thing, making my own schedule, working for myself, and investing my time fully into reaching my full creative potential. But it turns out, the dream wasn't all it was cracked up to be. While I did objectively find success, filling up a hefty roster of clients and making the most money I've ever made in my whole life, I still found myself beginning to envy people with a 9-to-5. And after a day of writing for 8 hours, burnt out, brain dead, and tired, the cozy embrace of a 9-to-5 really started to tug at me. But I persisted, knowing that I couldn't take the easy road out. It would all be worth it in the end, I told myself. Sure, it was hard work, with no paid time off and long hours, but wasn't that insignificant if the goal is to build my own dream from the ground up, right? I started to feel the doubts as I increasingly found myself needing to take on work that didn't fill me up in the way that I hoped it would. The more I accepted well-paying clients that I tried my hardest to convince myself I was passionate about, the less time I had to focus on what I ultimately was most passionate about, which was leaning into whatever creative whims are calling my name at the time. Well, I thought that this would be the year that I write my novel, that I'm sewing more than ever, that I learn videography. I had to focus every bit of my energy and my time on building my business. So again, freelancing began to lose its allure. And even more doubts creeped in when the thing I eyed most enviously was being part of a team. I missed that collaboration, that sense of belonging, working together towards a shared goal, celebrating successes together, and putting our heads together to push through something tough. I felt on an island, forcing myself to keep up a fight that I'm beginning to realize I don't even care about that much. Once it became clear, it became crystal clear. Despite planning for it and dreaming of it for years leading up to taking the leap, I don't want to be a full-time freelancer. As much as I tried to fight it, my gut knew that, at least at this point in my life, I'm much better served and more fulfilled with a full-time job that I enjoy doing and that has a really connected team and a really good culture, and keeping my creativity where it's free to flourish and evolve as a side project that I don't depend on to bring me money.
So here I am, back at a full-time job, and the world suddenly feels right again. At first I was a little nervous that it only felt right because it was comfortable and safe. But when I reflect on it, I was able to freelance and I was able to do it well. I was able to create a really lucrative career for myself. It just didn't make me happy. And maybe that's all I needed to do, was to prove it to myself that I could do it, so that I could let myself let go and lean back into a career that is actually fulfilling and a lifestyle that works for me. And it's a fucking sigh of relief.